Wind is the horizontal movement of air on the surface of Earth. Seafarers and mariners have used their knowledge of these wind movements to traverse the high seas since time immemorial. Winds always blow from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. The difference in pressure between two places also determines the velocity of the wind. Among the three major wind systems, planetary winds blow all the time in a particular direction throughout the year. Since they are prevalent through the year, they are also known as permanent winds or prevailing winds. The rotation of the Earth causes these winds to deflect. In the northern hemisphere, the winds are deflected towards the right. While in the southern hemisphere, the winds are deflected to the left, but no deflection is seen at the equator. Winds are named by the direction they originate from. For example, a wind coming from northeast and blowing towards southwest will be named as northeast wind. Similarly, a wind coming from the northwest and blowing to the southeast is named as the northwest wind. The planetary winds that blow from the subtropical high-pressure belts to the equatorial low-pressure belts are known as trade winds. In the northern hemisphere, the winds are deflected to the right, so they are called the northeast trade winds. In the southern hemisphere, the winds are deflected to the left, so they are known as the southeast trade winds. Trade winds get their name from the Old English word trade, which meant a path or track, since these winds blow with regular strength in a fixed path. Thus, these winds were useful for the European merchant ships when they sailed westwards. In the temperate latitudes, winds blow from the subtropical high-pressure belts to the subpolar low-pressure belts. Due to deflection, these winds blow from the southwest in the northern hemisphere and northwest in the southern hemisphere. Owing to their origin from the west, these winds are also called the westerlies. Westerlies are more constant in the southern hemisphere, as they are not obstructed by any landforms. At places, they are so strong that the winds that blow between 40 degrees and 50 degrees latitudes south are called the roaring 40s, and those between 50 and 60 degrees south are called the furious 50s. Cyclones and anticyclones are frequently experienced in these regions. The polar regions are high-pressure regions, so Winds blow from here to the subpolar low-pressure belts. The winds get deflected to the right and blow in from the northeastern direction in the northern hemisphere and from the southeast direction in the southern hemisphere. Therefore, these winds are also known as the polar easterlies. Polar easterlies are weaker than the westerlies. They are extremely cold and dry as they blow from the frozen polar region. Let us quickly recall all the planetary winds that blow across different regions of the Earth.